Here it goes. Yeah. Let him hear you, folks. Let him hear you.
Come join us as we take you on a trip from the practice pen to the show arena and let you listen in as top trainers prepare their students to compete in the Western industry's most exciting equine sport. And you'll learn what it takes to become a top weekend cutter.
Just relax, Robert.
Very good, Chase. Keep pushing on that horn, bud.
Outside leg just a little. There you go. Stay up. Back up. Stay up. There you go. Good. Don't lean. There you go.
People from all walks of life can find a place in our sport.
I'm Dr. Glenn Blodgett from the 4 Sixes Ranch here in Guthrie, Texas, and I highly recommend Alfalfa Cubes from Manzanola, Colorado. The thing I can tell you about this Top of the Rockies cube is it's the most consistent form of alfalfa I've ever been able to purchase. We feed this in the pasture on the ground some, we feed it in the lots. It really does meet all the nutritional needs. I couldn't recommend any hay source any higher than I can this Top of the Rockies cube.
The rural American lifestyle. It's how we work, and it's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to watch TV. Hey folks, welcome to the show this week. Part 2 of our 5-6 finals classic highlights from the Southern Futurity in Jackson, Mississippi, with our good friend Jonathan Rogers doing all the horseback live commentation and calling the action for you. This week's episode is brought to you by Manzanola Feeds. When you want to put your hands on some of the finest Colorado alfalfa that you can feed your animals, Manzanola Feeds is where you find it. It's called Top of the Rockies Alfalfa Cubes. Go to www.manzanolafeeds.com. Find out where there's a dealer next to you. Now let's go catch up with Jonathan Rogers at the Southern Futurity in Jackson, Mississippi.
We're getting down there probably halfway through this finals here, so they're kind of picking through the cows for the better ones. So like I say, now everyone's trying to get the biggest check they can. There sure could be some change leaders too as well, but he's having a good run here started. Nick trains a very nice horse. He sure shows one very well. There we go. Now we got back control of it. You really want that cow to turn and look at that horse and challenge to get back to that herd. Very good. We're building the run here. Very good. Had 3 nice cuts. just a little bit outside the cow. See how he's trying to ride very aggressive to get back to the center. There we go. Now we're back. Nice run right here.
Felcher riding Just Happy to Be Here, owned by K&P Cattle Company of Centralia, Illinois.
He knows what he has to do right here. He's got to be clean on those cuts. Very aggressive when he gets an opportunity to do so. See, very good. See, he's throwing his hand down very quick, telling the judges, hey, I'm here to win too. See, he's in very, see what I mean? This horse will get very low and smart. Very good first cow. This sport is so challenging because you've got to be very soft in one turn, very aggressive the next turn, and the horse feels every bit of that. So the more that you can be as one is you can ensure the better you do here. See, first you want the cow to go, then the horse, then you. And you can't mix that up. The cow, horse, then you. See what I'm saying there? Very good. See, he's in tow. He's waiting on the cow and then stopping it. Opening and closing the door. Very good. Very good. He knows he's got a good run going right here. He's not, this is what I'm saying here, he's not rushing anything, but he is sure gonna step in there and try to get him plenty of working time. Very good. Waited on the cow, push that. Very good. There we go. See, he's starting to get way outside the cow, which trying to challenge that cow to come to him. See, he got just a touch too far that way.
Thank you, Austin. Austin Shepherd riding some kind of
Still a very
half-round.
nice run. Nice
Owned by
horse.
Austin and
Nice
Stacy
horse.
Shepherd from Summerdale, Alabama.
There we go. Very good. Good first cow here. Oh, it's coming close. That cow just very tough. See, these guys are trying to win, so they're challenging themselves and their horses to the full extent they can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Cullen Chartier into the race, leaving the working area before time expires.
James is a very successful horse trainer. Lives up in southern Oklahoma. Very good. Got him a good first cow cut right here. Very good. See, he's in total control right here. This cow. Perfect. There again, when you get deeper in the herd, a lot of these cows has been cut and moved around, put up. So he's going to be very selective on which one he gets. So you got to read the two corner people has to help him locate him and tell him where he's at, and he gets pushed up here to the center. Not the cow he was looking for. Probably one a little bit more challenging. There again, he's going to try to get all he can get out of this run right here. It's not going for the lead, but he's trying to get him the biggest check he can. Very good. This horse really stops good.
Thank you, James.
Good run.
James Payne riding Busy Lizzie Girl.
This is a very good up and coming sire right here. He'll sure put on a show if he gets the right cows. Very good. This is not the way he wanted to do it. That's a questionable flush right there. Probably will get him for it. And what I mean by that is he's working and he disturbed the herd behind him, and the cows come out into the working area. So not the way he wanted to finish out the year. Not the way you want to finish out his run right here.
Thank you, Rob. Rob Headland riding Matella's Kick. Owned by Cody Headland from White Panther, Texas.
but he'll sure try to beat himself if he can right here with this horse as well. And it's sure capable of doing good. Let him get up here and get cut. Now we got control of it. Got a good run started here. It's a nice cow, but thing about being down here next to the inn is there's just a few fresh cows left here. There we go. Having a nice run here. We're not threatening that first horse, but we've got 45 seconds left here. So we need to really take our time right here. 34. We've still got time to finish a good, decent run right here. And get this cow cut clean. Hey, 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 hey! Now we got a little bit better cow, so we can kind of get back and let him have it right here. Oop, got a little hang missy right there. Not gonna be up there to the top, but
Thank you, Steve.
still, anytime you're in the finals, you're doing okay.
From Freeport, Texas.
Got his black cow picked out here. Very good. This horse is very quick. This is not the way he wanted to start. Blakely must going to show this horse, so he didn't feel like he was getting along good enough there, so he's going to get the best he can out of his run right here. So he's going to tighten it up a little bit for Miss Blakely. She'll show it in the non-pro here in the next class coming up. Very nice horse. You see, she's gonna get her tightened right up for Miss Blakely. Didn't work today, but it'll work somewhere.
Hey folks, here we are in Jackson, Mississippi at the Southern Futurity with our 5- and 6-year-old champion. Steve, congratulations.
Thank you.
Listen, you had some great help out there.
Great
Jonathan,
help.
Jonathan,
Great help.
Tell me about that help.
Well, he's pretty easy to help usually because he'll go control the situation if he can, and that's very easy to help usually when you get out there where you're supposed to be.
I've watched him show 100 times, and he's classy when he's showing. You've been riding this horse for an owner that we know that you've had for a long time. Tell us about the owner of this horse, Mr. Ken Cuttin.
Ken is, he's like you said, he's a customer of mine, been a customer for I don't know how long, probably 10 years, and is a great guy. He's not only a customer but a really great friend, and he's always been there for me, and he's bought me a lot of good horses, and he's just a great guy.
Well, and we got to say, get well, because Ken is at home nursing a back injury. We want him to come back strong next year, showing his horses. Tell me a little bit about this run. What do you remember about your first cow?
So I knew the three cows I was going to try to cut, and I really was hoping they were going to leave that black horn cow for me, and they did, and I was going to cut her first, and I did, and I didn't really get her cut like I wanted to. She kind of took off on me. Kind of got behind another cow and then took off on me, but when I got her back to the middle of the pen, I was able to keep her there, and she wound up being as good a cow as I thought she was going to be.
Did she look that good on the backside?
Yes, sir. She looked great. Like I said before, during the run, you know, we wish we would have got it cut a little cleaner, but it ended up working very good because it came back and was a great cow.
Now tell us about when he cut that second cow, what was on your mind turning back?
Well, I knew we had a good run started right here because I knew they'd forget that cut because the cow was so good, like I told before. And the second cow, to me, was a little bit better, and the run escalated from that, got better and better as we went.
Is that how you felt about the second cow, Steve?
Yeah, I wasn't for sure 100. I knew that was a good cow. We'd go down there and cut that cow in the go-round for sure. I didn't know if that cow was going to be too soft or not for the finals on that mare.
Right.
Because, I mean, I'm coming to win it, obviously. So I asked my corner help, Craig Thompson and Brett Davis, what they thought, if they thought she was too soft for the finals, and they said no, absolutely not, and she wasn't. She was perfect. She made my run, and she was the best cow cut, maybe at the cutting, but definitely that in the finals.
Now tell me about the third cow. How'd you finish that run off?
I think I had about 18 seconds left.
I think so.
And there was just a black cow there on the edge that we knew and it settled fine, and if I was going to let her just kind of walk, and she started to walk, and then I just come on with her. And she wound up being a really good cow also.
Great cow to finish with. I was filming you, and I was about to pan back over into the herd to see where you were going to get your next cow, and she was just popping out right there on the end, just presenting herself with a big bow on her head.
Yeah. And she, when it works, it works. Everything fits together, and like I said, I was happy that I was able to cut good enough cows to make up for that first cut.
Well, it was an awesome run. What'd they end up marking you? 227?
227, yep.
Well, that was awesome. We were pleased to see it. Happy that you got to walk away with the championship and a nice check for winning the 5-6 Classic here in Jackson, Mississippi. For Steve Aloff, Jonathan Rogers, I'm Kenny Emai. Thank you for watching. For Farm and Ranch TV, we're out of here.
Hi, my name's Tracy Barton from Northridge Ranch in Pierce, South Dakota, and Cuttin Up will be right back after these messages.
The rural American lifestyle. It's how we work, and it's how we play. It's how we learn and how we enjoy the finer things in life. How we take care of our animals and tend to the land. It's a way of life. Has been for hundreds of years. Now there's a whole new way for rural America to what?
But Symbiont helps us reduce, if not eliminate, our worries on EHV1, E. coli, Salmonella, Staph, Listeria, and H1N1. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hi, I am Kathy Reiserfoot. My husband Jonathan and I have insured with Roger Peters Livestock for over 30 years. Our most recent issue was I was showing our mare. We were sitting 4th in the world and she tore a suspensory. Our insurance coverage is the reason we were able to continue on with Lola, and I so appreciate Roger Peters Livestock Insurance.
This is Gary Cyber from Parker, Colorado. Welcome back to Cuttin' Up.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. That was the second part, our 5-6 Classic Finals showdown there in Jackson, Mississippi at the Southern Futurity. It was a great event. We've loved going there for years and glad we got to show you some of that action that comes from the big-time open guys. These guys are professionals. They show horses for a living, and it shows. It's what we all weekenders want to look like when we grow up. So thank you again for joining us. Real quick, here's a couple of words from our guest commentator. That was his first time ever commentating and calling the action, Jonathan Rogers. Well, we want to mention everything about the 5-6 Classic. We were glad to bring it for a viewing audience. We want to introduce our latest and brand new commentator, Jonathan Rogers. Jonathan,
yes,
good
sir.
job.
Nice to meet you, and it was a lot of fun. It was a very good finals. Very good to talk about the horses. Just can't say good enough things about it. It's good that everyone can see what is going on in the cutting industry, and thank you.
Well, your colleagues and your peers, you did a great job calling it. You knew most of them personally. You knew a lot more about them than just what was on the sheet, which makes for a good commentation. You did a really good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We look forward to you doing a lot more.
Well, that's great.
Now, for Kenny Imai and Jonathan Rogers from Jackson, Mississippi at the Southern Futurity, thank you for watching Farm and Ranch TV. Well, that was Jonathan Rogers. He did a great job there commentating at the Southern Futurity in Jackson, Mississippi. Congratulations, Steve Aloff, on the big win. I want to say a big thank you to Manzanola Feeds. Remember, when you want to put your hands on some of the finest Colorado alfalfa that you possibly can feed your animals, Top the Rockies alfalfa cubes from Manzanola Feeds. Go to www.manzanolafeeds.com. Find out whether there's a dealer close to you. Hope to see you right here next week. We'll be right here, cutting up.
Home on the range, this is not the same. If you can't cut it, then get out the ring. Stay behind the gate if you can't stand the flame. Let someone in there who knows the game. If you can't cut it, move out the way. Let me in there, get out my way.
Be sure and go to Cuttin Up TV's Facebook page and like us.